Alright, hello folks. Coming at you with a video here on a game that's been out for quite a while, but I picked it up since it was on sale for 76 cents. Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. I know that there are much newer entries in the franchise, but one second here. I know there's a lot of newer entries in the franchise, but this was the cheapest. So I wanted to come back and play because this was the original one I saw from way back in the day. So I kind of want to get straight into this. So this is, nope, well, we're already into it. Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. In this tutorial you'll learn the basics of the gameplay. You're in your first garage. It is the most basic garage in the game, but if your career progresses, you will unlock more professional garages with diagnostic paths and chip tuning. WASD to walk around. You can turn the radio on. Yeah, the mouse is a little sensitive, but it'll do. I think I'm good on the radio. Did just skip through that, so I'm not sure what that actually said. Now, good thing it highlighted it for me. That's how my lift operates. Well, that was a pretty simple tutorial, that's all it was. Here we are, first car. First customer has arrived. The job description and goals are listed in the repair order. You can always return here from the quick menu under the right mouse button. After completing all the tasks, you can finish the job by stamping the form. Okay, so it looks like the checklist of what to do, what the vehicle is. Description. Can you change the brake pads on the front axle and check the condition of the brake discs, please? I'll be back tomorrow to collect my car. $500 for that. Man, I'm charging some pretty exorbitant rates if that's it. Place the brake pads. Okay. Where is the computer at? There it is. We have a used car parts. Oh, okay. I guess these are probably just parts on the cheap. Have to see how much they really differ from new parts, though. Car parts shop. No, brake pads you want to change. I assume I need 2 of them. Then you gotta check the discs out. What's this? Learning books. Oh, okay. So I can, by the looks of it, just increase a few skills. Discount in car shops, 1 random part examined, 5% more income, 10% faster on bolting. I'd say this looks like one of the better ones, 5% more income, or maybe the Master of Commerce. Then I can take a bank loan. Preferably, though, I'd like to not do that. So, we're going to... Okay, you can zoom like this. Oh, scroll wheel does that too. Hey, bolting's not that bad. Take the caliper off, get the pads out of it. Oh, okay. So actually I think I needed to buy 4 of those. I think the tutorial said that, and I think I just totally missed that. Let me get 2 more sets. Okay. Oh. Well, okay, that's why. Can perform 3 main actions in the mechanic mode: disassembly, assembly, and examining part condition. Top right of the screen, show which is active. To switch between actions, open the quick menu. Assemble. Don't I need to check this brake disc? Examine mode. Is 61% good enough? Is that something from the work order that tells me? Maybe they need to be read. Oh, I think that'll be useful. Well, it's not telling me that I need to, so I guess I'll just stick all this back together. One more thing, remember the customer asked you check the brake discs, select the examine. Okay, I already did that. Some of the parts you can repair the wear. On a brake disc, the only way I can imagine you're repairing is if it's warped and you machine it down. I wouldn't think you do much else past that. Not every part can be examined by hand. Some need to be examined in other ways, like the OBD scanner, test drive, or diagnostic path. Since it's not red, I'll assume that the brake disc is good. You know what? Faster unbolting might not be such a bad idea. Okay. Disassembly mode. It's interesting how those are held in, because that looks like it screws into here when really that should be as a stud. I guess it's just a game design choice. Take these off. And this camera's a little wacky. There we go. Just need to center it. What is this at? I assume that's good. Man, is there really no hotkey to swap between what I'm doing? Put the caliper back on. And the wheel back on. Really, I should be doing it as a star pattern, even though I don't think it matters. Should be that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, or any combination thereof. Geez, that is really sensitive. Alright, $500 made. I guess I don't charge them for parts though, so I won't get reimbursed for whatever parts I buy for the car. Air filter, oil filter, fuel filter. I last had my filters checked over a year ago. Replace them all again, please. Oil filter, if you haven't had that done in over a year, that needs to be done. You probably want your oil changed too, because you're supposed to do those together. Air filter, depends. Gotta see what your restriction is. Fuel filter, again, depends. If your area doesn't have good quality fuel, that'll do you. So if I need to replace those, I probably should go buy them. Not going to even bother with used filters. Don't buy your filters used. It was that. This is by alphabetical order, so a fuel filter and an oil filter. There we go. Oil filter. I'm assuming it'll be underneath. Actually, I should probably go ahead and do the air filter, because that's going to be up here. Take the hose off. I guess it's not held on with hose clamps. Take the top of the housing off. And should have our air filter. Did it say it just check? No, it does want them replaced. I don't know if that stays on between them. Assembly mode, though, I'll put you in your new filter. Okay, so, I don't think it does. Honestly, wouldn't mind seeing part condition, just so I don't end up missing something that's damaged. Air meter. Oh. There we go. And then your air flow tube without a clamp. So, if that's good, fuel filter should also be on the bottom. It's usually mounted by the frame. Let's see about getting your oil filter changed. If I'm changing your oil filter, I probably need to drain your oil too, unless I don't. Ah, come on now. There's the oil pan. Do you not have a, not cartridge style, what's that called? Do you not have a canister style? Because there's your, that's where your dipstick goes into the crankcase. Huh. I'll take a look at that a little bit later. For your fuel filter, right there by the fuel tank. So that'd be a heck of a reach trying to get to that, because you're going to be blocked by your suspension frame right there. Maybe not blocked, but it certainly ain't going to be fun. As for this oil filter, I don't see anything about it right here, because that's your transmission. Starter, gear. Yeah, it could be like, what's this up here? Well, you see what that tube is right there by the dipstick. Because I know that some oil filters are the cartridge style. My own car uses a cartridge style, where it's not a whole canister to okay, that was it. This uses a cartridge style. I thought it would be canister. Man, come on now. Okay, that makes sense. That should be it for you. Oh, I can hide the body. Huh. That should be everything, though. Yep. Eisen Cougar. Alright then. I don't know why I just put that down. Alright, you're good. I think I'll do maybe 2 or 3 more of these. Don't look like they're the hardest things out there. We are in the beginning, though. Perform a test drive, replace all worn out parts. While I'm driving on bumpy roads, I can hear a knocking from the front wheels. Check the car and replace any worn out parts, please. So before I do that, I'm going to change the mouse sensitivity because it is ultra sensitive. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I lowered the sensitivity a bit so that it was a little bit more comfortable. I don't play with ultra high sensitivity usually. So now, what are you wanting? Do a test drive, replace worn out parts. So I do have to turn it on every time. I wish I could get that to just stay on. Or maybe it was because I left the game. Regardless, test drive. There we go. Kind of curious to see what they've got here. Okay. Yeah, you're driving that pretty aggressively. You shouldn't. At least I had to think. Come on now. Ah, hit a cone. Good Lord, that is not the best stopping distance I've seen. Now I got a slalom course. Man, this does not feel all that fun to drive. And then suspension. I would have a look at those brakes. And maybe the steering components. The steering didn't seem the greatest, but it is a van. Now I do have to turn these. Okay, so what is it? What all does it show us? Looks like steering. Oh, what did I tell you? That's sway bar, it's part of the steering. The tires. Well, I can tell you this, she'll need some work. If it's suspension, though, I should think to raise this up. Where am I going? It's over here. Good question. Now, the tire will need to come off, so can I access it from here? No. Let me get the tires off first. Plus, I want to see the brakes. Tires, good. Oh, well, no, can I see those? Are these good? Yeah, I think they are. Alright, sway bar. You can come off. Doesn't check the sway bar proper, though. Also take this bit off. I guess I can't examine the sway bar. Well, regardless, I do know that it's got some bad parts over here. Well, looks like the brakes are good here too. The sway bar needs repair. Or I suppose more specifically the end links need repair. Anything in the back to be concerned about? It really doesn't check a whole lot back here. Also, it doesn't look like the brakes are bad, so I suppose that's just it being a van. Stopping distance isn't going to be the best. So, need sway bar end link. Do need an outer tie rod. I remember that one of those went bad. Shock absorber starter. Where are you? There we are. Need one for both sides. Because I don't see anything else bad. His complaints were suspension related. Hear knocking from the front wheels, so it's not the rears. Yeah, that'll do it. Worn out suspension components. That'll cause some issues, especially in the sway bar. Now, can I do anything with these old parts? I mentioned repairing them, so do I have like something to mill them on? Or I suppose you wouldn't be milling these, but still. I think that was everything that needed to be put on here. Assembly mode. That back on. So this should be good. I think I should be able to use the checklist to see if I got all the bad parts. Which I should have, because I don't see anything else that was revealed as wrong with the test drive. He says it's coming from the front wheels, so I wouldn't think the back wheels have any issues. Inventory. Sell. Can I... Okay, I can sell bad parts. I'm not sure why anybody would want to buy used filters, but I suppose I really don't have a use for any of these. I'll get some scrap out of the metal parts. Okay, and it's good. 300 bucks. So for doing suspension work, we charged them more than replacing the front brake pads only. Alright, let's see what our next job is. Perform an OBD scan. Parts reporting any errors. Alright, and apologies if there's any mic noise. I've got it set up in a bit of a weird place. So my deepest apologies if that ends up being the case. OBD. Do I have one of those in my inventory? I need to grab it out of my box. Yeah, what'd you get that out of? Reminds me only a tad bit of a Detroit Diesel Series 50 I worked on. How much money do I have? I definitely like a bit faster unbolting. At any rate, maybe I don't need to... Oh, I can repair them from here. I need to remember that next time, because if I can repair it for cheap, and I still get the same amount of money, that means I make more profit. Interior, OBD link. Alright. What do we have wrong with this car? What codes? No, you can move that around. So it's just a case of kind of like the test drive. Oh, I see. Everything electronic. Guess can't really see the ECM. So is it simply just run an OBD scan? I'm sorry, but if you ever go to a shop for just an OBD scan, you get charged $300. Go find a different shop or go buy your own OBD scanner. They've got them out there for less than $100. They aren't the most feature-filled, but they'll give you your codes. You know, I'll throw one more in since that was pretty simple. Repair the starter. I heard I have my starter repair here. Barely works. Mike, can you repair it for $100? Starter repair for a third of the cost of getting your OBD2 port scanned. Wonderful. At least I get to see how the repair feature works. Where is it? Yeah, this is a little rusty. Can I... There we go. Can I not get to the starter from down here? Okay. Are you telling me I have to go get the starter from the top of the engine? You have got some arms made of rubber if you're making that. I would much rather just get that from underneath. Alright, so how does repair work? Well, you know what? I guess I profit $7. Repaired to 100%. If I can repair everything to 100%, no point in buying it new. And I'm guessing that's it. Not bad, not bad. I think I'll throw one more in because I'm getting some pretty simple ones here. Perform a test drive and replace all damaged parts. Shifting gears is much harder than it should be. This is probably something wrong with the clutch. Depends on which part of it's hard. Because some of that hard shifting could just be that your gearbox is messed up. If you had a bad clutch, usually bad clutch means that you're not getting all the engine power to the gearbox. I wouldn't think that'd make it very hard to shift. I suppose it also depends on what does they mean by hard shifting. I just must be really overestimating this. I miss playing racing games with controller. That was how it was best. Buddy, you need to get your brakes checked out. I think something's wrong with your brakes. I don't like that noise coming out of reverse gear. And it looks like we have some lights on, but I can't quite tell what they were. Alright, let's do this. Gearbox ain't too bad. Rough shifting, so could be your clutch then, in which case you need to get the gearbox taken off. And you know what, I think I'm going to save that for next time, because I am running close to the time limit I place in these videos. I don't exactly want to make them very long. So it's been good having all of you. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you hopefully for the next episode. Take care.